Hands up! Whoa!
RISE and GRIND.
Hands up! Whoa!
FUCKYOUCHATFUCKYO.
Hands up! Whoa!
IDK how many babies this is. But I need my child support.
Event, why do you even watch this stream? All you do is get banned for ASCII spam. That's it. Do you ever not just do ASCII spam? Is that all you do? Hi, everyone. Bro, they'll pop in, ASCII spam, disappear for a while because they're timed out. I don't know if they even watch during that time. And then a few hours later, they'll come in, ASCII spam, get banned again. What sleep token song do you want, Ross? We're playing DBD this week, so whenever we beat Alien Isolation. Didn't you say you were going to spend time with some e-girl soft? What happened to that? She already break up with you? We need to bring back a classic. With Mr. Fur. With all his band. With Mr. Fur. Till midnight. Can you guys stop using that Hexy emo? I'm gonna delete it. It tags me every single time you use it. I'ma shit my pants diarrhea when I dance. Shitting on the floor. Shitting on my pants. Shitting on my hands. Shitting on the dick. Shitting really sick. Dude, we're almost at 1,000 emotes. I'm gonna have to start deleting some. Bro, I need someone to abuse me. Fuck! You gonna buy me a beer? Buy me a seltzer. I'm down though, Ross. Hey, you can call it a pussy drink all you want, but I like seltzers. Any seltzers, it doesn't matter. White Claw, High Noon, Sunny D seltzer. The only one I don't really like, seltzer-wise, is Truly's. It's not even that Truly's is bad. It's just Truly's makes your piss, like, not taste, smell bad. Every time I've ever drinking Truly's, my pee smells. It's the only alcohol that does that. Bounce.
Doom shot motherfucker.
Bald L. Bald Wesker Main. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna die first. I'm concerned how you're finding these emotes, Tito. Actually concerned.
What? What a fucking phenomenal game! I love it! It's so fucking fun! Yippee! Hello everyone, good day. I hope you're ready for a fun one. It's Monday. Let's have some fun!
Yo, what up, everyone? Good day. Hi. Hello. What's up? Good day. Hope you're ready for a fun one. We're actually going to do short yaps today. Maybe like not even 30 minutes. And then we're going to jump right into the gaming because I would like to try to beat Alien Isolation today, hopefully. We'll probably crank like 7 or 8 hours and see where we're at game-wise. If we still have a while, then we'll save it for the next day. But if we can beat it today, I would like to do that. That would be great because then we can actually... do DBD tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm somewhat debating on taking tomorrow off and try to get a bunch of this shit that I need to get done. But I also kind of just want to stream. Either way, though, I have therapy tomorrow. So, I mean, I'll still be on regular time if I do stream. But we'll figure it out as I continue through today's stream if I'm going to maybe miss tomorrow and then stream the rest of the week. That might be the way to do it so I really just need to get my passport in. That's what I want to do. So it might make sense to do therapy tomorrow and then go submit my passport because I need to get that shit moving because it takes like 6 weeks or something to get it. Anyways, I'm yapping about random crap. Hello, everyone. Good day. We are going to play some Alien Isolation in just a little bit here. If you didn't catch yesterday's stream, we were dominating this stupid alien. 0 deaths. Chat was pogging their minds out. They were like, holy crap, he's a god gamer. He hasn't died a single time. That's insane. I was like, you know, just casual day for me. You know, just it's how we do. So, yeah, we'll be jumping back into Alien Isolation in just a moment here. We are going to beat it. Been really enjoying the game. minus some little annoyances with the alien. But other than that, it's been very good. I've been really enjoying it. And then after we finish Alien Isolation, we're going to play DBD later this week, which will probably be Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. I guess it kind of depends on if I stream tomorrow or not.
Good job.
I finished watching your John Detroit Becomes a Human playthrough and wow. I should have
Therapy's
known
useless.
you'd get Kara and Alice killed at the
It's
end.
helped me a lot.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that only 1% of players got Kara, Alice, and Luther killed, aka you, or the fact chat only played the Mr. Krabs I'm about to bus blurp once during that entire playthrough. See wide.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Chandy, thank you very much. You gotta roast me right off the rip? Good God. Okay, I'm already sensitive to the topic. That was my favorite story of the entire playthrough, and I got all 3 of them killed. So I'm a little sad, I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, Shandy. Yo, Breezy, thank you for the 26 months. Jazz, thank you for the 31 months. Michael, thank you for the 11 months. Ariel, thank you for the 13 months. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the 300 bits, Shandy. Yeah, it plays on text-to-speech on 200 bits, but I see the extra 100 there. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. I'd rather add that Grudchi or whatever the fuck you were linking. I'm not adding Turkey Tussie, whatever the hell that is. I'm good. Yeah. I'm not the shittiest Detroit player ever. If anything, I should be considered the best Detroit player ever just because I got the rarest ending you could get. Okay?
Hands up!
That's kind of pure talent, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of talent. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's kind of a talent, okay? How many other people got the 1% ending? Just saying. Not that many. Yo, ML Jesus. Holy shit, 91 months is crazy. Thank you very much, ML Jesus. Hope you're doing good. Hopes life's treating you okay. Anyways, I don't really have too much to yap about. My life's pretty boring. We've been streaming a lot, and that's about it. Pretty much. I've been having a good time with Alien Isolation. We're still getting over being sick, although I am feeling much, much better. There isn't really too much going on this week in my world other than I'm, streaming, I guess. Technically, I might try to go to a Poppy concert on Thursday. Poppy's coming to Austin. I might go to that, but I don't know. We'll see. I might not do it. I think it's at like 7 or 8 on Thursday. I low-key kind of want to go, but I just got over being sick going to a concert. So it's like, do I go to another concert and risk getting sick again? I mean, it's kind of a good thing, though, because maybe I should build up my sickness tolerance. Because if I'm going to TwitchCon this year, I'm definitely going to get sick. But if I get sick a bunch before I go to TwitchCon, then the odds of me building up an immunity to the sickness at TwitchCon would be good. You know? That could be the way to go. That could be the way. But I think every single time I've ever been to a convention, I've gotten sick. Every single time. Which freaking sucks. Yeah. Hate that. Hate that. Anyone going to TwitchCon this year? Anyone in chat? Any of you guys going to TwitchCon? Anyone? Or am I just going by myself? Yeah, you are? Wait, are you actually? Make sure you say what's up, man. Make sure you say what's up. Yeah, definitely say what's up if you go. The whole reason I go is to meet you guys. I don't go for any other reason. I don't really care to meet the other streamers. I mean, I will meet them and hang out with them and stuff like that too, but I only go to like meet you guys and say what's up and all that type of stuff. So if you want a picture with me, even though I might look a little scary, I'm very, very nice in person. Okay, so come up to me, ask for a picture. If you want me to sign shit, that's fine too. But yeah, I'm there for you, so don't feel intimidated if you see me. Please come up to me and say what's up, because that is The entire reason I go. Like, literally, that's the only reason I'm going. I have not been to TwitchCon in, I think, 5 years. So this will be a doozy. It'll be 6 years since the last TwitchCon I think we went to. Maybe even longer. Yeah, it's been a while, so it'll be fun. I'm a celeb. I'm not a celeb, but I will say at TwitchCon, I get a lot of people stopping me. I don't even think I'm like that famous in like the streaming world. It's just I have a unique look, so I think I get spotted a lot. I think a lot of people see me. But it is the one spot where I do kind of feel like a celebrity a little bit. Yeah, the last time I went to a convention, and this was years ago, I remember I was trying to go to the bathroom and it took me over an hour to get to the bathroom, and it was like right across the way because I just kept getting stopped by people. And I don't want to, the whole reason I'm there is to meet people. So like, I didn't mind at all, but I was like trying to I had to piss really bad. Did I meet Dr. Disrespect? Yeah, that was actually the last TwitchCon I went to, was the one that Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife. I actually saw all that stuff going on, but I ain't no snitch, so I ain't snitching on none of the weird stuff I saw. But I did see him, and I did say what's up to him and stuff like that. We chatted. Obviously, we did the H1Z1 thing, and Dr. Disrespect was there. And then during the after parties and stuff is where I saw him being a little bit sussy with some people. And I was like, I could have swore he had a wife, but I didn't really pay attention to it or really care. It's not really my business, you know? But that was the TwitchCon that he cheated on his wife with. I actually saw the girl that he cheated on her with. I saw them together. So yeah, that was all that. But again, I didn't say shit. It's not really my business. I don't really care. Was she ugly? Nah, she was pretty fine. If it's the person I'm thinking of, if it's someone different, then I don't know. It's what's her face? She's like a content creator, musician girl. She is little. She's probably like 5'2", I think. Maybe. Her name's like Crash or I don't know what her name is. You could look it up. I don't remember what her name is. I didn't know her. No, it's not Crabs. I will say it did look very interesting. The dynamic, because if you guys don't know, Dr. Disrespect is like 6'7". Not even exaggerating. He's tall as fuck. Dude, can you guys stop I'm actually about to just ban you, Adam, from doing the sound effects. Like, dead ass. Do that one more time, I'm banning you for ever doing sound effects ever again. I'm dead ass. Do it again. I can block you right here. I literally have the block viewer. Do it one more time, bro. You've done it every single stream. How does that's the 5th sound effect for that moaning sound effect. That's the 5th one. Blurp. Get your shit together. How do you have that sound effect that many fucking times?
Hands up.
Yo, lady, thank you for the 2 years. Yeah, I forget what her name is. I think it's Crass or something like that, but I don't recall. If that's the one that I'm thinking of. Although
Good job.
Remember
was that
when
the year
Hexy
he
had
cheated
good
on
taste
with
in
like
emotes
a
and would add the
underage
really cool
girl?
ones you
Because if that's the
suggest?
case, the
We
girl
might
he was
but
talking
we
to
might
that I
remember
saw
if
him
Hexy
with
had
was
Swiddy
not
Gussie.
underage.
People riot
She
at
was
Widdy
drinking.
Gussie, people riot at Widdy Gussie, people riot at Widdy
So
Gussie,
maybe
people
it
riot
was a
at
different
Widdy
person
Gussie,
he
people
actually
riot
ended up
at
hooking
Widdy
up with.
Gussie, people
It might have been a different person he ended up hooking up with then maybe. Because the girl I saw him with, where it was being like, this is a little sus, she was definitely over 21 at least. Unless they were just giving her alcohol and she was underage, but...
Wait, is this a dream or real life?
Yo, thank you, Tito.
Myself to check. Unfortunately, it was real life, and James
cheating
really
on
was
his wife.
Torpedo style.
How many
in my
people
room.
is that has cheated on their wives at TwitchCon? We got Goon Goon, Dr. Disrespect, NMP, who else? There's a bunch of people cheating on their significant other at conventions. I cheated? I've never cheated. I've never cheated. Especially with Birdie. I didn't even... I technically, like, emotionally cheated when I was, like, 18 or 19, I guess. But I never actually, like, hooked up with the person. But that was probably the worst I've ever done. But that was literally years and years ago. I wasn't even a content creator. I've, like, kind of grown up since then. You know, I was much younger back then. Now I'm, like, a lot older. If I ever got the mindset of, like, I want to hook up with someone else, I would just break up with the person I'm with. Trust me, I might have been a shitty boyfriend to Birdie or something like that, right? But I would never cheat on her. I'm not that type of person. So yeah. Am I nervous going to TwitchCon? More nervous for flying. The travel is what I'm mostly nervous for.
As normal, when suddenly Pinar fly off, bounce off of the wall and land in the garbage disposal. Now I have no arms and no Pinar.
Classic mistake. Classic mistake. I did read the second part, but I'm not bald, guys. So I'm not gonna, like, what do you want me to say? You just wanted me to acknowledge the bald comment? You could have just typed in Hexy bald or something if that's what you were going for. Yeah, I am nervous for TwitchCon, but again, I'm more nervous for the traveling than the actual TwitchCon itself. Don't get me wrong, I get nervous meeting you guys because I want you guys to like me, you know, but I'm usually very good at being in social interactions, surprisingly, considering how I am. But yeah, if you're a nervous one, don't worry. I can kind of take the reins a little bit and kind of, you know, make you less uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm popping Xanax, dude. I've already talked to my psychologist or psychiatrist. Psychologist? No, psychiatrist. Psychiatrist? The one that prescribes you meds. I don't know. I see a therapist and I see a psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever. My drug dealer, yes, exactly. No, my psychiatrist, I already talked to them about getting Xanax. Yeah. Because the thing is, I don't want her to prescribe me like a big prescription, even though that would be the cool thing to do. I know myself, and I think I'm doing a lot better now, but a few months ago, if I had a full script, I think I would have done bad things with that. So I don't let her give me a big script. I let her give me like 5 or 6 so I can just have that for the flight. So yeah. So I'm going to need it a few times this year because I'm going to be flying. I'm flying in August, September, and then October. I think October is TwitchCon, so. You have social anxiety? Yeah, I mean, I think everyone does to a certain degree. I have more anxiety about the unknown than social anxiety. I'm somewhat of a control freak a little bit. So when when I don't know a situation, I feel out of control, and that out of control feeling is what gives me a lot of anxiety. Plus, I got diagnosed with agoraphobia, and if you don't know what agoraphobia is, basically like the fear of the outside world. I got that when COVID came around, and it was really severe for a while, but I've actually been getting out of the house a bit more regularly, so I'm somewhat getting back into the swing of real life again. It's such an embarrassing, like, thing to go through because it feels stupid. Like, I genuinely feel stupid about it. Because it's like, who has this fear of going outside? It's stupid as fuck, but I don't know. I kept having panic attacks, so I had a panic attack going to the gas station, a panic attack going to freaking the fast food restaurant. Yeah, I kept having panic attacks leaving the house. I don't know why. It was around COVID time. I don't know. You know where I think it really kicked off is when my friend died from COVID. I think that's where I started getting really bad. Yeah, because it was just so weird. I was literally gaming with him, and then he just disappeared, and we had no idea what happened to him. And then next thing we know, one of his family members came on to the Discord and let us all know that he had passed away from COVID. And ever since then, I have been like fucked up with that shit. Because he was like, I don't know, he's 20 something, maybe in his mid to late 20s, dead just off of COVID. Like, how stupid is that? So it like tripped me up really bad because I was like gaming with this dude multiple times a week and then just gone. So yeah, it was a weird feeling. Some people think it's not real. I think the people that think it's not real haven't had COVID happen like or affect anything in their personal lives. That's why people get like that. It's really sad because you want to know the craziest thing about the whole vaccination thing? If Trump would have came in while all this was going on and said, yes, everyone, let's all work together and take the vaccines, everyone would have taken the vaccine and no one would be doubling down the way they are. But because Trump came in and was like weird about the vaccine, everyone decided to get really weird about the vaccine. That's not even political. That's literally what happened. Don't get me wrong, there would still be people that would not want to take it, but it would not be as prevalent as it currently is. 1,000,000%. When I would literally die on that hill. You could put a gun to my head and I would still say that. Like that's how I feel about it. Yes, I know Trump ended up taking it, but Trump had already like put a bunch of fear into people's heads before he took it. And by then, it's like the damage is already done. You know what I mean? On the flip side, though, it's such a weird dynamic because, you know, I would say I don't like Trump. Sure, fine, by all means, whatever. Hate me if you want. I'm not trying to go into political stuff. But I do have to actually give him props for how fast he got the vaccines out. So it's weird that he was so good at getting the vaccines out in a pretty quick manner, to be honest, in my opinion, and then just was like against it at the same time and spread like a bunch of misinformation, which caused people to get really weird about it. It's so weird. Like, how do you do such a good job and such a bad job at the same time? It confused the shit out of me. Regardless if he stole it from Europe or not, he did a good job getting it spread out into America in a pretty quick manner. I can't take that away from him. He actually did. I do have to give him props in that regard. Whether it was him, you know, or just the government in general, I think they did a pretty good job of getting it out there. You do a good job and bad job. I guess I'm just like Trump then. Maybe minus grab him by the pussy. I knew of multiple people that died from COVID. Multiple, not just one. And I knew I was close with one that died. So, yeah, that's why it kind of hit me pretty bad. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, it's like one of those things where, like, you know, a bunch of people can get sick. And in the grand scheme of things, the people dying from COVID is actually relatively low if you're looking at percentage base. But, you know, I don't think you should really look at humans as a percentage, really, because that's kind of fucked up. Even 1% of people dying is still hundreds of thousands. So I don't know. Hey, if you don't want to get vaccines, that's on you. But the thing is, you shouldn't be shunning people that are getting vaccinated, because the whole reason you're safe is because we're building herd immunity. If a bunch of people all get vaccinated, then the stupid idiots that don't want to get vaccinated don't have to, because you build herd immunity, and it avoids it from you getting it. But if all these people didn't end up getting it, it's going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading, and then you could die or get sick from it. Anyways, we should probably change the topic off of COVID shit. I don't know even how we got on it. I guess I was talking about agoraphobia and how I got really kind of monka for a bit there and kind of fucked up in the head. I don't even think it was fully because of COVID, but I think that's kind of what started that spiral with me a bit. You brought it up. I did. Well, I was trying to rethink like why my anxiety started getting so bad to where I like was having crippling anxiety leaving the house. And it was because around COVID time, and it really spiked off after my friend died from it. So I guess it's like one of those things you think it's like a complete joke until it actually affects you in your life, right? Then it's like, oh shit, wait, this is actually real. So, anyways, we should probably change the topic. Don't really want to go into all the anti-vax stuff. If you want to get vaccinated, do it. If you don't want to, then don't do it. It's your life to live. The only thing that I ask is just don't make fun of people that are trying to do stuff to help everyone, right? That's about it. Because some people like to make fun of people that got vaccinated. It's like, I don't know. I got vaccinated 3 times. Maybe even 4 times? 3 times? 4 times? I don't know. I got vaccinated a shit ton. So, yeah. Did I beat Alien? No, I didn't. We're actually going to be jumping into it probably within the next 10 minutes. We're going to jump into it really, really soon. I feel a little bad because I kind of derailed chat by talking about COVID. My bad, y'all. I'll take responsibility for that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of yap with chat for a little bit, and then we're going to boot up Alien Isolation in just a few here. We're actually going to jump into it sooner than later because I want to just try to beat this game, hopefully today. If we do really good, we should be able to beat it today. If we don't, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. Let's talk about MAGA. Hell yeah, brother. Let's talk about MAGA. I'm ready for it.
Fuck me. Oh, shove that big cock in my pussy. Oh, fuck yummy pussy.
I'm about to just start banning people from using blurps. We're about to do that. Dude, it's so weird. I have the sexual blurps turned off. There's even more there's even worse ones, by the way, guys. I literally have them turned off. I mean, I'm just going to keep blocking them as they come up. And eventually there should be 0 left. Right? Probably not. But, you know, eventually we'll just block all of the blurps, and there will only be fart sounds available. You should read a Yale study on the COVID vaccine. Motherfucker, if I gave a shit about the vaccines, I wouldn't have got vaccinated as a fucking kid. Your dumbass got vaccinated when you were a kid if you were in America, because you literally fucking had to, dipshit. If you went to school, that is, which I'm assuming you went to school. We're all fucked then. It's fucking required to go to school. But for some reason, COVID, nah. But all the other stuff, that's fine. That's fine. We can get vaccinated by all that stuff. But the COVID one, no.
My meat! My meat!
So yeah, we're all fucked up in the head then. I mean, I don't know.
I was jorking it,
I've
I
already
suddenly
just
remember I
assumed
lost
that
my
world
arm in
is
a factory
fucked. I'm just gonna try to do what's
That's
good.
when I asked myself the scary question. Who was jorking on my peanuts?
Yeah, okay, all right. All right. Again, if you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't have to get vaccinated, dude. We're already way past it at this point, right? Like, if you're not getting vaccinated and you haven't been vaccinated, you're probably not getting vaccinated now. So do whatever you want. It's your life to live. But I will say, if you don't get vaccinated and you choose to act the way you do right now and you died from COVID, I would have zero, I wouldn't feel an ounce.
Wait, is this a dream or real life? I said, pinching myself to check. Unfortunately, it was real life, and James really was jorking it torpedo style.
I would not
in my
feel
room.
bad for you, basically. I would not feel bad for you in the slightest. If you, your family members, anyone died in your family, you died, your grandma died, your friends died, I wouldn't care at all because you are the problem.
Natural causes?
You can't live without a spinal cord, son.
But if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's, hey, by all means, don't get vaccinated. It's your life to live, right? But don't fucking make other people feel weird or try to be a weirdo towards people that get vaccinated. I mean, where am I? Am I growing a fucking fourth limb? Where is it? The fifth? Am I growing another arm? Because apparently getting the vaccinated, I'm gonna die. I've got it 4 fucking times. When am I dying? Am I gonna die? I'm not fucking dead. Shit, dude, I'll get it a 5th time if it means I can fucking die early. Shit, dude, like, sign me up. Good God, get me off this planet, man. I'm so sick of people. Oh, my God, sorry. This is only directed at, like, 1% of people, but good God. I'm getting heated a little bit. Sorry, everyone. This is not how I planned.
Boots with the fur. No, them club was looking straight. Shut up! Shut up! Idiot!
You understand how the vaccines work, right, bro? You understand how they work, right? Because clearly you don't understand how they work. You get vaccinated, so when you do get it, you've already built up immunities to it, and it's not as life-threatening as if you didn't have it. You get that, right? Like, that's the whole fucking point of it. Yes, of course you can still get it, dumbass. No fucking duh, dipshit. The reason why is so it makes it less life-threatening. Because you build up immunities to it. Oh, man, I'm going to go off. I'm sorry, everyone. Maybe I should end today's stream. I'm getting heated already. Why do I even read these comments? Oh, my God. I'm thankful that I got the vaccine because I literally got COVID and it was really bad. And I think it would have been even worse had I not been vaccinated personally. But hey, that's just me. Yo, Bam, thank you for the 77 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's not that the anti-vaxxers have no brain cells. It's just they just like latch on to something that they read on like Facebook and they hold it as like this is the end all be all truth. And you can't convince them any other way because they read it on Facebook one time and now they're latched onto it. Like,
It's a photo of a photograph.
That's just what it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
If you have all these things, then you should be able to link it. And to quote one source doesn't make any sense because there's others. I could quote sources that say it's good to do. So you would need to quote multiple sources from valid things to actually have your stuff be accurate, in my opinion. Either way, bro, we're all fucking brainwashed anyways. We live in America, you know, the whole entire planet's brainwashed. We could be living a completely different life than what we're living right now. On top of that, if you're going to get this upset about vaccines, bro, this long later, after I was just saying I got anxiety really bad because I had a friend die from COVID, then you shouldn't even be living. Well, I guess you could be living, but you shouldn't have gone to school then because it's required to go to school. You had to get vaccinated to go to school. Did you not go to school? I mean, maybe you didn't go to school with how hard you're doubling down on this shit. So maybe that makes a lot of sense. You never got vaccinated, you never went to school, and now it makes all the sense in the world. I'm just saying, I don't fucking know. You had to get vaccinated to go to school. Did you not go to school? No, the thing is, guys, you got to realize these people like live and die in Twitch chat, like getting raging boners for this topic to come up. I brought it up for literally, what, 5 seconds, and these people come out of the woodworks.
What? What do you mean the vaccine? Don't you know? You're gonna die because you took it.
Well, yeah, I might die if I didn't take it. So, I mean, hey, let's keep gambling. I could smoke cigarettes until I'm 100 years old. Odds are I'm supposed to die from it, though.
Shut it, please.
Okay, let's change topics. Can we change topics? Hey, I respect your life. It's your life to live, bro. Just don't make fun of people that want to get vaccinated, and that's all I ask. Okay, great, fantastic. Now we're all on the same page. We can go ahead and move this topic on now that we wasted the entire intro yapping about vaccines. Jesus Christ. I do not respect their lives. I respect their lives. It's their life to live. It's just I'm not going to feel bad for them if they die from COVID because they wanted to be the way that they are. I would feel bad for someone that is trying to take precautions on spreading that and, like, you know. But if someone died from it and they didn't want to be, like, they didn't want to try to help, then I would feel no remorse towards them. I would not feel any ounce at all, period. Call me shitty, but I don't know. Can we change the topic? Can we all just stop talking about it? I didn't kill the alien yet. We're going to kill the alien. You're persisting on it? I know. I don't even know why I bothered to persist on it. It's arguing with a wall, right? It's arguing with a wall. They've made up their mind and nothing you can say is going to change their mind. So it's like, I don't even know why I bothered to even open my mouth. If they haven't done it now, they're not going to do it, right? Period. So might as well just change the topic. It's not really arguing with idiots, though. It's just arguing with opinionated people that are not going to change their opinion for no nothings. Some of the people that, live that life are are actually very smart people. But I'm just among the mindset of like, we already put so much negative shit in our body. What are you drinking soda? Congratulations. You're drinking nasty shit every day. Do you want to just snort a line of sugar? Is that good for you? Like, no, there's so much bad shit in life. Okay, just live your life. I'm just being honest. Like, we do bad shit every single day. Do you drink alcohol? Congrats, that's bad for you. You smoke cigarettes? Congrats, that's bad for you. You know, like, I mean, do you smoke weed? Congrats, that's bad for you.
Wake me up.
Do you literally wake up in the morning and breathe in the air? Congrats, that's fucking full of toxins. Do you walk around with a mask permanently to filter out all the air in the air? No, you probably don't. So congrats, you're breathing in bad shit every single day. Like, we can fucking nitpick the shit out of it. You get what I mean? Let's talk about Vessel. Yeah, we should talk about Sleep Token. Well, that's probably the way to go about it. The thing is, life at the end of the day is a complete gamble, right? You could smoke cigarettes every single day, 5 packs a day, and live till you're 100. You could live the most healthy life, eating nothing but the most fresh, cleanest diet, and then get cancer at the age of 20 and die at 21. It's a freaking complete gamble. Why does the person that smokes cigarettes every day, arguably the worst thing you should be doing for your body, live until they're 100, yet the person that's living the most healthy life dies at 18 years old? So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you can die from secondhand smoke. I've never known anyone personal, but I know people have gotten, like, cancer and stuff from their parents smoking cigarettes. Life's just a gamble. Live it how you want. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. Do I know witches? Yeah. I'm assuming you're bringing that up because I've played it a few times at the beginning of the stream.
Good job!
Welcome to Hexy's channel. The only place on Twitch where you will find such amazing takes, like saying anti-vaxxers believe everything on Facebook,
It's
while
low-key
he himself
kinda true,
believes
though.
everything is real on a Nuke's Top 5 video. The same guy that later this very stream will prove yet again that AI from 2014 will outsmart him.
Okay,
Yes.
dude. I'm
Let's
literally
all believe what this
dominating
guy
Alien,
says.
okay? I'm dominating Alien, all right? I'm dominating Alien, okay? 0 deaths, by the way. 0 deaths. And it's not really a direct jab at that. I think a lot of people get their information as just reading one thing online and then they latch on to it like it's the end all be all truth. And a lot of people do it with like news and stuff too. They don't do any research. They don't bother to look into anything. They read a Reddit post that says this is bad, and then they just latch on to it, and that becomes their whole personality. Especially if it aligns with what they want to believe, right? Then they just latch on to it and be like, well, this one thing said this, so I'm just going to say that over and over and over again. And that's not even just talking about the vaxxers. That's just everyone. Shit, I even do it. I see one thing on TikTok talking about aliens, and I yap about it for the next 30 minutes, you know? Like, I think almost everyone does it, but it's always with stuff that you want to align yourself with. That's why social media is somewhat dangerous, because you can kind of cater your entire life and live in your own little bubble, your little echo chamber. And in your world, everything you're reading is correct and everyone else is wrong. And you're not really looking into other information, but that's just the nature of the beast. Confirmation bias. Yep. So you're saying the Earth is flat? I mean, have you ever seen a picture of the Earth? Doesn't it look pretty flat? I'm just saying. I've never seen a picture of the Earth that's round. Just saying. Just pointed it out there. Pretty sure Yale did a study on that too. Yeah, I saw it on their Facebook. Yale did a study about it and said that the Earth is flat. So that means it's true. Yep, that's what it means. Yep, Yale said that one time, so must be true. Okay, I'm just being a shithead. Oh yeah, you remember that study where Carl Sagan said the Earth was flat? Yeah, I remember that. He said that one time. Yeah, I remember that. I said that one time. Yeah. Anyways, we need to change the topic. I think we're moving away from the topic. We're kind of just keeping jokes on it. Speaking of flat Earth, did you guys see Katy Perry flew to space? How cool is that? That's pretty neat. Who cares? What? What? Bro, if Katy Perry can go to space, that means more people are going to be able to go to space commercially. Would you go to space? I'd go to space. It'd be scary, though, I think. No? What's the point? Bro, I don't know. People go fucking caving, for God's sake. What's the point of going caving? Going to space seems way more fun than going caving. At least you get to see all this cool shit and float around. I think that my favorite thing would be to experience zero gravity. I think would be out of this world. That would be the biggest thing I'd want to experience with space, more so than just the visuals. I think experiencing zero gravity would be insane. They never went to space. Oh, God. Here we go again. What, did you get that from Facebook? Or, sorry, Yale? You saw that on Yale, that we never went to space? Oh, God. Here we go again. Here we go again. We never landed on the moon. Oh, God. Here we go again.
Space is just empty, cold, nothing. If I want to experience something empty with zero substance, I just come to this stream.
Why are you guys... Dude, what is wrong with you guys today? What the fuck are you guys... Dude, why is everyone being savages today? Oh, my God. Calm down, chat. I'm supposed to be the savage. Why are you guys being more savage than me? Sheesh. Hey, one thing I think we can all agree on is none of it makes any sense, right? That's probably something accurate. I think we try to make sense of it, but I don't think we understand jack shit. I've always kind of said this, and people say I'm an idiot, but I actually feel like we're like in the Stone Ages when it comes to like our understanding of like...
Good job!
I saw on a recent study told to me by ChatGPT research mode that Hexy is a lovely human being and is definitely not bald. He is also a god gamer and definitely doesn't play all his games on journalist difficulty. Since it was studied, it must be true, right, chat?
Event, don't you got ASCII spam to post? What are you doing? Stop chatting. Post your ASCII and get out of here. Come on now, Event. What are you doing? You're actually typing shit? Oh, man. But I actually think we're going to like look back in like, 100, 200 years and be like, holy shit, we were stupid AF back then. You know what I mean? I feel like that's going to be a thing. Imagine looking back like 1,000 years from now. We're going to look back and be like, holy shit, they were dumb as fuck. They believed this and that. They didn't know anything. I actually used to not believe that when I was younger. I used to believe all the stuff they were teaching us was actually accurate, but I think they're kind of guessing with a lot of things. Like, especially with like the pyramid and the fact that we like barely even understand our own ocean. That's where I really started questioning shit. How do we not know that much about our own ocean? It's literally right there. They say we know 20% of our ocean. Some people actually say we know less than 20% of our own ocean, which trips me out really badly. How do we know less about... Some people actually say we know less about our own ocean than we do space. I don't know if that one's as accurate, but it somewhat seems believable, which is crazy as well. My IQ? I don't know, bro. I don't know what my IQ is, to be honest. Probably dumb as shit now. I used to be a straight A student. And then my parents went through a divorce and I became suicidal. And then I just like... basically flunked out of school. Not because I flunked out of school because I was stupid. I flunked out of school because I just started skipping all the time. So...
Good job!
I'm a teacher titty sucker. I literally made a teacher quit. I was such a dickhead in school. That's not something I should brag about, but I brag about it all the time. I don't know why I brag about it, but I take that as an accomplishment. Now looking back at it, I actually feel bad because now that I'm older, I understand that teachers get treated like absolute garbage. But when I was young, I didn't know that. I was just like, this teacher's a jerk. F them. So now it's like looking back at it, it's like, you're an idiot. But at the time, I was like, hell yeah. That's sick. No, I was a straight A student. I was straight A student until middle school. And then towards the end of middle school, I started skipping nonstop. And that's where that's when I got my first B. And then I think like 8th grade, I got my first C. And it wasn't because I was like doing bad in school. It's because I wasn't doing the stuff in school. And then in 9th grade, I started skipping a ton. And in 10th grade, I skipped like 100 and some odd days in the year. And I have skipped so much in school that they actually kicked me out of school. Yeah. That's when I had to ride the short bus. That was embarrassing. To be honest, riding the short bus was kind of sick, though. I'm going to keep it a buck. Riding the short bus was kind of cool. Because you didn't have to go, like, all the way to the back. It didn't take you, like, 5 minutes to walk back there. You just, boom, sit down, and then you ready to rock it and roll it. Where's the gameplay? This isn't Sad Saturdays. Hurry the fuck up and shut the fuck up. 777777. Thank you, Quest. We're going to jump into it. We probably should jump into it like right now. I don't know why we haven't booted it up yet, to be fair. We should. We should. We should. Nah. I mean, I don't really need to go into like all my educational stuff because it's probably not the most fun topic. But I do remember I was skipping so much and I would have teachers that would try to fuck with me because they knew I was like a little shithead. And they would always call me up to the front of the class to do these problems because they thought I wasn't paying attention and they thought I didn't know. And they were doing it to try to embarrass me. It was like kind of their way of taking jabs at me. But I would always get the questions right. And I remember specifically one of my math teachers got really upset about it because they kept calling me up to the front whenever I was in class to do these problems because they wanted to embarrass me because they didn't like me. Arguably, I'm on their side, though. I understand why they didn't like me. I was a class clown. But I would always get it right. And I remember specifically doing the problems on the front of the whiteboard, chalkboard, it was a whiteboard. And I remember looking over at my teacher after I would get the question right, and they would be giving me like the dirtiest look ever. because they wanted me to get it wrong. They were trying to embarrass me. They wanted to like call me up because I wouldn't even raise my hand either for these type of questions. Other people would be raising their hand and they would call me up specifically. Douchey teachers. I mean, I don't even blame them though. If I was a teacher and I had me as a student, I would have done the same shit. Trust me, guys. You think I'm a weirdo now? I'm not even joking, 10 times worse in high school. I would do anything for attention. I mean, anything. I was just a complete douchebag, attention-hungry weirdo. It was bad. I guess that's why I really excelled in drama, though, because in drama, it's like you want the attention, and it's actually good to be a class clown in drama a lot of times. Like I would even get parts in plays that I shouldn't be getting because I was like so good at like acting and improv and stuff like that, and my teacher thought I like recognized that and thought it was super good, even though I skipped so much. And they would always give me the ultimatum of like, you need to stop skipping so much and you can play this like main character. So yeah. Fun stuff, fun stuff. The one thing that I did learn about high school, and for anyone that is in high school, although hopefully you're not in high school if you're watching this stream, because that means you're probably too young to maybe watch. But if you are in high school, just realize high school, middle school is fucking pointless and none of that stuff matters. And life becomes way more fun when you start going to college and you get out of college and you start actually living life. It's completely different than what it's like in high school. Things that mattered in high school don't matter in the day-to-day. And the moment you go to college, you could be like the nerdiest person in high school, but instantly become cool in college. Or like not even go to college and, you know. So yeah, all the younger type of schooling is, I don't want to say it's pointless because you learn a lot, but like from a social aspect, it's pointless.
Frick you, I never got ASCII banned. Don't lump me on with those people.
What do you mean? I never called you out, Advent, did I? I was talking to Event. Maybe you got maybe you misheard it. I was talking about Event. Event Code is notorious for coming in here, posting in ASCII spam, and getting timed out. I said Event. Maybe heard Advent. My bad if it sounded like that. Don't encourage that behavior, Karima. What the hell is your problem? What do you mean those people? Exactly what I mean. High schoolers fucking suck, dude. They suck. High school is just like, it almost feels like a social experiment. I don't even